What is up, everybody? To Twitterverse TV today, and we're gonna talk about the Space Jam: A New Legacy. I just got done watching this movie, and I was surprised about how the people are actually taking this online. A lot of people are not happy with this movie, especially a lot of reviewers. Like you see on Rotten Tomatoes, there's 32% on Rotten Tomatoes from the critics. So the critics did not like this movie, while the audience pretty much enjoyed it, like with 81% positive. So it's definitely interesting. Even when you look at YouTube, a lot of the top movie reviewers on YouTube, like they are not for this new Space Jam movie. Like Jeremy Johns, Angry Joe, just my opinion. A lot of these guys are not feeling it. They're not feeling this new movie. Tyrone Magna's another one. It's like they even talk about this on I guess like some. I was just looking at it. Yeah, so like this is not getting a lot. So people are there. People are not liking this movie, but I watched it. I actually enjoyed the movie. Though everything, well, not everything. There's a few. I got definitely got some cons with the movie, but I thought it was pretty enjoyable. One of the biggest faults people are saying is LeBron James can't act. He says he's a bad actor. What? And like he is a basketball player. He's not an actor. So and they even make a joke about that in the movie. It was like LeBron James being in different movie roles. He's a basketball player, he's not an actor. So they make a reference to that. So I mean, I'm not expecting LeBron James to be the best actor. That's kind of ridiculous. But the movie overall definitely enjoyable. So I'll give my review of it. So the movie starts out with LeBron James as a kid, and we see him as him as a kid. He's like at a basketball game or something. He's in a basketball session or something like that. And one of his friends gives him a Game Boy, and he's playing a game. He's playing a game with a Game Boy, the game features Bugs Bunny. And then his coach comes up and tells him put the Game Boy away. You need to focus on basketball to improve your situation. And there there was definitely some issues with that one scene as they're doing a basketball game because the coach was bald when he's speaking to LeBron James. Then like a few seconds later he has hair. Then he's bald again. He has hair again. So I'm like, some stuff just didn't wasn't edited right because how is the guy bald? Then he has hair. Then he's bald again. He has hair again. It's just, I don't know how they let that slip, but that's a pretty bad editing job right there. But it shows like after that point of the basketball game, it shows you LeBron James like a whole collage of his different accolades and actual basketball history. Then it shows you like LeBron James' family and actually in a movie, and you follow them at their big mansion, and it's pretty much based on LeBron James and his son, and the son is him and his son, how the son doesn't really care about basketball that much. He's more into like creating video games, into game design, like 'cause he creates his own basketball video game, and that's a very integral part to the movie. Definitely plays a big role in the movie. And yeah, it's not like it's a trope that hasn't been done before, where the father wants the kid to do something. The kid doesn't really want to do that. He wants to do his own thing, and then it's this big heartfelt moments where the kid says he tells the parent he want to do his own thing. So this trope has been done in previous movies before, but it involves the Warner Bros. And Looney Tunes because the villain Don Cheadle, his name is Algorithm, which stands for algorithm, like a fancy way of saying algorithm. And Don Cheadle does a phenomenal job in this movie. By the way, his acting skills was by far the best thing in this movie. Like he definitely is a phenomenal actor. Like this movie definitely shows off his acting chops by far. So, but Al G Rhythm, Don Cheadle, he is mad that he doesn't get his respect because he's on the inside. He's the algorithm. He's not an actual person, but he's like the actual like data who's making these decisions for the company, the Warner Bros. Company. So he wants to get his recognition, so he has to use LeBron James to do so. So he thinks of a brilliant idea to kidnap his son and force LeBron James to play a basketball game. So that's the premise of this. Then they get sucked in somehow, and then LeBron James he has to recruit players to form a basketball team to defeat Don Cheadle's character. So that's what the Looney Tunes get involved. So I think it makes more the premise in this makes a lot of sense. They try to make it make sense with the writing, but it makes sense. So Yeah, you see the classic characters, Bugs, all the classic Looney Tunes characters in those. I'm trying to think like the main negatives people said about this film. Like I said, the editing is probably a big negative. LeBron James acting, like I didn't really care about. Like, I didn't expect like great actor from LeBron James. We had movies before where they had like athletes in them, and it's like, especially like the older Shaquille O'Neal movies that he was in. It's like he wasn't a great actor, but his movies are pretty enjoyable. So I think people's expectations were extremely high for this movie for some reason. Maybe because they grew up with the first one and they thought this was going to be like an amazing movie. Um, it's aimed for children. We're all adults now. Most people saw the original. We were all adults now. So I mean, it was enjoyable for what it is, man. I'm not gonna expect like some masterpiece movie. It was great. A lot of things I didn't like, which was really annoying. But it was definitely an enjoyable film. Like I had fun with it. I had fun with my experience watching it. I didn't hate it. People wanted to see the characters play like a real basketball. Like it was other weird complaint. Like you want to see these characters actually play basketball. They're cartoon characters. It's like Bugs Bunny. They're gonna put their own spin on it. So I think that was a stupid complaint I was hearing from other people. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. I don't know what people. Sure, there was a few points that was cringy, like the point where they kept showing like random characters from different universes. Um, there's like a few characters pop up. I don't want to spoil any characters because I kind of want you to be surprised. But it was a few characters that pop up. Like some characters just didn't make any sense. Like they popped up for a few seconds. They said, "Hey, we're gonna give you this classic Looney Tunes character back." Then it's like, okay, they just popped up as a famous character, but they just left. It didn't make any sense. Then they had a Michael Jordan cameo, which is pretty entertaining. I was definitely entertained by that Michael Jordan cameo. So we're not gonna spoil it either. I want you to watch it for yourself. But it's definitely a Michael Jordan cameo, which I thought was pretty hilarious. But I'm trying to think. Yeah, I like all the classic characters. They're in their classic roles. Like Speedy Gonzalez is pretty funny. I definitely was enjoying myself when Speedy Gonzalez was on screen because he was pretty funny. Um, yeah, it's just classic Looney Tunes stuff with basketball mixed into it. So I know a lot of people are comparing it to the original Space Jam. I haven't watched the original Space Jam in a long time. I'm actually gonna watch it after I get done making this video, but the original Space Jam movie. But yeah, this new one is okay. It does the job. If you have small kids, they will enjoy it. Just like how we enjoyed Space Jam when we were kids, they're gonna enjoy it as well. Um, and then even if you're an adult, like I still enjoyed it. Like your expectations can be extremely high. Like honestly, this is like the best actor in this is definitely Don Cheadle by far. Don Cheadle definitely, if you want to say the acting is terrible, it's like Don Cheadle makes up for it. He definitely carries the whole movie because his character is definitely pretty cool. It definitely has definitely a good actor in this one. So if I were to score it, I'll give it a score like out of 10. I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10 probably for this movie. Like definitely some flaws. Some of the costumes for like the guest characters were kind of weird. Definitely, it was like one scene where they're like playing a basketball game. You see like all these different characters from the different universes, like Batman characters. You see like Game of Thrones characters. You see like all these different universes. Like it was definitely like you see the mask in there, like different characters. Their costume were all weird. It was like some like cheap like Party City like $20 costumes that they had on. So I don't know what that was about. That was probably like one of my major cons of the movie. Like they had these cheap costumes on, but I don't know. But other than that, great movie. Definitely predictable plot. You kind of predict what was gonna happen. I kind of predict what was gonna happen, but definitely enjoyable for my time with the movie. So definitely solid 7 out of 10. These people are really angry about the film. I don't get it. Like the audience says 81%, so a lot of people in the audience probably really enjoyed it. So those are my thoughts. Definitely share your thoughts down below if you have watched the film yourself. Let me know what you think about it. Leave a like if you like this video. And as always, thanks for watching and peace.